But this is the work. Didn't say that I brought forth an instrument for his work. Lord opened up his armory and brought forth the weapons of his indignation. What are those weapons for his, that will show forth his righteous anger? The missiles, man. That's how angry with the Lord is in this place. So angry, the earth itself. That's something that I've never experienced in my whole life. And I don't want to be in the midst of it, man. I want to be saved from it. I want to be in there, man. Yeah. In the chariot somewhere. I don't want to be down here while the earth is going to and fro, man.
The righteous will scarce afraid, and that we're going to praise him in the fire.
Yeah.
So like, the nuke can be coming down, and just before it hits, that's when you're taking up. It could be something like, you're like, oh shit, man, is this it? Did I make it or not? And then Lord's willing to get beamed up.
Yeah.
But it's going to be like, and I actually kind of like that because it makes it more dramatic. You know what I mean? Like the last minute salvation from Yahweh Shai. It's going to be beautiful. Lord willing, we're off that number. But again, this is where faith comes in, because at the end of the day, you don't want to be getting to like them kind of times of you thinking, oh shit, I wish I'd have done more videos or this, that, and the other. We should be like, nah, man, the Lord's going to have our back. We should have that faith to believe, you know, Lord's going to deliver us, man, because who else is out here prophesying? Who else has been standing stiffly for the name of the Lord? And if, you know what I mean? Like what the brother Yerami was saying one time, you know, when you pray to the Lord, you should use the Lord's words, remind him of what you said, like, Lord, you promised us this, you promised us that, you know, so pray with faith and you know, have us be certain in your mind that, you know, you've done what needed to be done, so you're going to get delivered. Yeah. Lord's willing. Obviously, Lord's willing.
Yeah. What's that, bro? What's that?
It's Isaiah chapter 1, verse 28. And the destruction of the transgressors and of the sinners shall be together, and they that forsake the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua, shall be consumed. Of course, that's linked into that nuclear fire, that destruction to come. It's going to purify the earth. So 2/3 are going to be gathered. That destruction.
Precept?
It says, Psalms chapter 7 verse 11, the Most High judgeth the righteous, and the Most High is angry with the wicked every day. If he turn not, he will whet his sword. What do you read? The sword shall come down upon Adumio.
Yep.
The sword of the Lord shall be bathed in heaven, shall come down upon Adumio. And Adumio, that's the Greek way of saying evil. And who are the children of so-called white people today? The rednecks, man. Right? Yes. It said, if he turn not, he will whet his sword. He hath bent his bow and made it ready. He hath also prepared for him the instruments of death. Right? When it says that the instruments of his indignation, he ordaineth his arrows against the persecutors. Behold, he travaileth with iniquity, and hath conceived mischief, and brought forth falsehood. He made a pit, and digged it, and has fallen into the ditch which he made. His mischief shall return upon his own head, and his own violent dealing shall come down upon his own hate, man. This man's own violent dealing, man. And thus from violence shall that great city Babylon be thrown down. You dig a pit, man. Just think about it. I want to take people out my violence. I I'm gonna take these niggas out. That's what this so-called white man was thinking.
And that's what he did.
Right? You thinking to wipe us out as a people? Do you understand? To get rid of the Israelites? He digged a pit.
He's fallen into it.
He fell into his own trap that he made, man. Right?
It's in Proverbs, isn't it?
That's right. It says, his mischief shall return upon his own head, and his own violent dealing shall come down upon his own pate. You can't make this up. It says, Revelation 14. Oh wait, so 18, excuse me. Revelation 18 verse 20. Rejoice over her, thou heaven, and ye holy apostles and prophets, for the Most High have avenged you on her. Who's her? Babylon the Great, the virgin daughter of Babylon. Why? Because she's filled with the blood of the saints, man. She's drunk with our blood. So it says, and a mighty angel took up a stone like a great millstone and cast it into the sea. What's that millstone? The missile, man. And the sea represents the people. Saying, thus with what? Violence shall that great city Babylon be thrown down, and shall be found no more at all. Right? Because Esau gonna build, but the Lord will throw it down. Right?
Called on the border of wickedness.
The border of wickedness. That's Malachi, the first chapter. You understand? But that's the fall of a kingdom, man. And right there, that's the parting asunder of the times. You see? That right there, that's the parting asunder of the times. Whereas that the Lord is ending one and about to establish another. Going back to Ecclesiastes chapter 3 verse 1.
Everything is time in the season.
To everything there is a time in the season. That's what it goes in Revelations. It says what? You get. Of Revelation chapter 9 verse 14. Let me start from verse 13. And the sixth angel sounded, and I heard a voice from the four horns of the golden altar, which is before the Most High, saying to the sixth angel, which had the trumpet, loose the four angels which are bound in the great river Euphrates. And the four angels were loosed, which are prepared for an hour, and a day, and a month, and a year, for to slay the third part of men. Right? And the number of the army of the horsemen, going back to Joel, chapter 2, were 200,000, and I heard the number of them. So there's the precise day for this man to come out of power. There's a designated time, there's an allotted time, a scheduled time that the Most High has made for this man to sign out.
The clocking part.
To clock out, man.
Yeah.
Like, your time is out, your shift is finished.
Contract's expired.
Right? Now it's time for us to sign in. very simple, man. So it said, and the number of the army of the horsemen were 200,000. And I heard the number of them. Because when you go to Isaiah 13, it said that the noise of them is like the noise of a multitude in the mountains, like as of a great people. That's the missiles, man. Right? That's the missiles. So it says, verse 17, and thus I saw the horses in the vision, and them that sat on them having breastplates of fire. So what? How are you gonna have a breastplate of fire?
Yeah.
You know, your breast is made out of fire. And a jacinth and brimstone. And the heads of the horses were as the heads of lions. How are you gonna have a horse
With a lion's
with
head.
a lion's head? So we know that's not literal. It's metaphoric for what the ICBMs were. And out of their mouths issued fire and smoke and brimstone, because the top of it, the front part of the missile, that's the part that connects, man.
The warhead.
The warhead. Right? By these three was the third part of men killed, which is who? The sons of the wicked. Because you got the sons of the Most High, the sons of men, they're the sons of the wicked. The sons of the Most High is who? The Israelites.
That's right.
Us, man. The so-called blacks, Latinas, and the native Indians. And whoever descends from those people on their father's side. That's the sons of the Most High. The sons of men, who's who? Edomites, the Moabites, the Ishmaelites, the Hamites. That's the sons of men. But then you have the sons of the wicked one. That's Matthew 13. The tares were sown by the wicked one. That's them. And it says, by verse 18, by these three was the third part of men killed, by the fire and by the smoke and by the brimstone which issued out of their mouths. For their power is in their mouth and in their tails. For their tails was like unto serpents and had heads, and with them they do hurt. Right? The powers in their tails, meaning the fire that propels the mission to go forward.
Yeah.
And the fire behind, in front of them, which is the warhead, man. Very plain and simple. So it's all metaphoric allegories, man, for the nuclear missiles.
Verse 1, woe be unto thee, Babylon and Asia. Woe be unto thee, Egypt and Syria. Gird up yourselves with cloths of sack and hair, and bewail your children and be sorry, for your destruction is at hand.
Right?
A sword is sent upon you, and who may turn it back? A fire is sent among you, and who may quench it? Plagues are sent unto you, and who is he that may drive them away?
Plagues are sent unto you, you may drive these plagues away. Read that again.
Right, this is back in 2nd Ezra 16 from verse 1 again. Woe be unto thee, Babylon and Asia. Woe be unto thee, Egypt and Syria. Gird up yourselves with cloths of sack and hair. Bewail your children and be sorry, for your destruction is at hand.
Be sorry. You think America's gonna be sorry? What should they be sorry for? For what they done to the children of Israel, right? The scripture says that she's drunken with the blood of the saints. You'd figure that America should be sorry for what they've done. Like if you're sorry, if I was sorry for what I've done to you, I shall work trying to repay you for what I've done. Right? Make amends. Has America made amends for what it's done to the Israelites? Right? The scripture said that the land cannot be cleansed. It can't be cleansed, but by the blood of him that shed it. So you mean to tell me the so-called white man is going to readily lay down his life
Shed his own blood. Yeah.
for what he's done to the Israelites? Because the scripture says tooth for tooth,
Eye for eye.
eye for eye, stripe for stripe, foot for foot, right?
Yep.
You really think the so-called white man? I remember back in the day, man, when I first came to the truth, I was watching ISUPK, and then the leader of ISUPK is General Iguana, right? And he was talking with this Edomite guy, and he was like, at Revelations 13 verse 10, right? He that leading in the captivity shall go into captivity, right? So he told his Edomite, say, listen man, I got some cotton for your children to pick. So, you know, I was with them. I was like, yeah man. They gotta pay for what they done. So I was thinking, but you think these Edomites are gonna willingly give up their children to serve in our fields? They're not gonna do that. They'll say, I'm sorry, but they'll still be benefiting from the land that they stole. That's like me stealing your favorite coat. They said, I'm sorry man, and I've still got your coat. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I still got your coat. I'm sorry man, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, but I still got your coat.
If I may.
The scripture says when a man steals something from you, he better pay double.
Yep.
That's what it says, double unto her.
Yeah, render double. Yeah.
That's in Revelations 18. So America's gonna get something, man. America's so full of our blood, man. You got something.
No, I'll just read on. It says, yet a sword is sent upon you, and who may turn it back? A fire is sent among you, and who may quench it?
A fire is sent among America, or who may quench it? Who gonna quench? Meaning, this judgment is inevitable. There's nothing America can do to stop this judgment from coming. That's why we have confidence. Who's going to stop this from happening? No one. Come on now.
You know what's funny as well? Every year in America they have these forest fires, right? And you see them flying around trying to pour water to put them fires out. That's just a simple forest fire. Imagine how bad it's going to be when that whole land is on fire. The NYFD ain't going to be able to put that shit out. You know, it's going to be total...
in the fire brigade.
Yeah. Ain't no fireman going to be able to climb on the pole and shoot the water at that.
The ultimate firefighter, boy. Captain Firefighter. Them helicopters that pour out water from the sky.
They're going to get blasted out the air by the chariots.
Right.
Let me read on. So it says, plagues are sent among you, plagues are sent unto you, And who is he that may drive them away?
Who's going to drive these plagues away? Someone give me 2nd Ezra chapter 15 where it says I'll bring plagues upon I'll bring plagues upon the world. The sword, famine, death, and destruction.
I got you. 2nd Ezra 15 verse 5. Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world.
I will bring what?
Plagues, plural, more than one, upon the world. The sword, famine, death, and destruction.
Right, so saying, look, the Lord going to bring plagues, but who's going to drive these plagues away? So it's inevitable. We're speaking of things that will happen, man. Right? Man, we're the harbingers of death. We're letting these people know, listen, man, death is coming. Right? We're the watchmen. We see the evil and we're warning our people. We're warning even the heathens, man. We say, listen, death, famine, the sword, and destruction is coming. And there's nothing you can do about it. For what's been done to our people, right? These things must follow. Come now.
Right, I've got another precept if I may. Jeremiah 28 verse 8. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms of war and of evil and of pestilence.
Right, so the brother has read that the prophets, what do? They prophesy. They prophesied of what? Evil, famine, pestilence.
Against great kingdoms.
And against great kingdoms of war, right? Of all these things, man. So that's our job. Our job is not to bring a doctrine of flowers and daffodils. It's evil, man. But in the minds of the elect, that's good news. You want evil to come. It's like, listen, man, I want death to come.
That's right.
It gonna come. It's like, I'm sick and tired of these motherfuckers.
Yep.
Walking around
without a care in
planning
the world.
their future. It's like, when am I gonna see dead bodies, man? I wanna see dead bodies. You know? Just lying on the ground, no one burying them. I wanna smell that stink. You know? I'm telling you. Even if we get fucked up, man, in the process, we want to see the judgment. We want to see these things manifest. We want to see that there was a judgment. You got more?
Yeah. I didn't finish in 2nd Ezra 15. Right, so 2nd Ezra 15.
Read it again.
Right, so again, 15 and 5. Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world.
So the Lord is saying this. This is not our words. This is the judgment of the Lord, of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Thus says him. We're the servants bringing out the words of our Father in heaven. We're telling our people, or the people, this is what the Most High is saying. You know, we get chastised for what he's saying.
Yeah, shooting the messenger, innit?
You know what I'm saying? You kidding me for? I didn't make this up.
Yeah.
Come on now.
Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction.
The sword, man. War. Nation against nation. Kingdom against kingdom. That's the sword, man. The missile. The tanks. The artillery. Right? You see people in body bags, the Ukrainians, man. See, every time I see clips of them in body bags, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like they're getting fucked up. You know? I'll bring what? The sword? What do you say?
Sword, famine.
Famine. That's a plague. India closing off its wheat exports. Say, listen, man, we're keeping that shit for ourselves, man. We don't know about you people. You could die. You know? Famine. Lack of wheat exports, man. So the country's not getting what they need. Famine. Chickens being wiped out by farm fires. And shit,
Random farm fires.
Random farm, all of a sudden, in this, you know, thousands, tens of thousands of chickens has been killed. Give me a break, man. That's been engineered, man.
Yeah.
You know, farmers getting paid to kill off their crops.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Kill Gates buying off all the farmland, man. Right? They're engineering a famine. Well, so what's that gonna? That's gonna cause food prices to spike up. Inflation. Right? The cost of a loaf of bread used to be like 55p, now 65p.
Truth of the matter is that the price of the dollar is going down. So there's no value, that's why things are rising. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's you know what I mean?
Yeah. The dollar's going down. You know, they're saying the same thing with the pound sterling, the euro, right? Because they really want to the elites want to bring in a digitalized currency. That's the end game. So they want to bring about the end of the old and the bringing in of the new. That's why it's so hard to find an ATM nowadays, man.
Yeah.
Every time you go to an ATM, it says, "Oh, this ATM is out of order." You know.
Or even finding shops where you can actually pay with cash is becoming harder. Like every time I go to the supermarket now, all the tills have been locked off. All you can do is pay with card now.
Yeah. It's all gradual. It's all gradual. Scanning, using your phone or your wrist. There's even something, I made a video about up there in I believe like South Bank areas, SE1.
Oh, the Amazon shop, yeah?
Amazon shop. There's no one working at the tills. You just go in there, you scan your shit, go in there, you pick up what you want, and you walk out, you scan it, just automatically taken off of your digital Amazon account, you walk out with your bags. All digitalized now. Right? That's part of that system that they want to bring. Okay? But so that's part of the plagues that the Lord want to bring forth. We went off a bit topic. Is famine.
Yep.
Okay? A food crisis. Do you understand? And it's all done by deliberation. It's all deliberately done. Because they want to get rid of the world's population. That's part of their depopulation agenda. Right? That's you're going to have cannibalism. You're going to have people preying on other people. Viewing them as the next lamb chop, man. Cooking other people and shit, man. Right? Cooking their children and stuff. Prepare for some evil times, man. You might walk down the road and to see someone's ankle, man.
Being spit roast on the fire.
You might as well see someone get attacked. See? He's a little tired up, man.
Shish kebab thing is finished.
Yeah.
No more shish kebab.
You know, prepare to see that people getting sacrificed and shit. You know? Don't joke, you might just walk down the road. Because famine, you know what famine is? Famine, that's a test of your character, man. Because when you experience famine, because they use a famine to try and get the people to submit. You take away the food from the people, they'll do anything to survive. I'll take that chip. Give me that chip.
Yeah.
Give it to me. You know? But the Most High's going to use famine to test your durability, man. That's that test, man, that the Most High's testing to see if you're going to endure, if you're going to overcome. Are you going to allow yourself to be overcome, or are you going to overcome? What are you going to do? The Most High's sitting back watching.
Yeah.
What's this guy going to do? You know? But the 2/3, because of their through fear and unbelief, they're going to take that CHIP.
Fine. Yeah, just briefly, that's why a lot of women are going to fold in that day, because they're going to be like, I got to feed my baby, I got to feed my child, I'll take it. Then if you're the man in the house, you're going to be like, no, we're not taking it. And that's when you're going to see how much faith the woman has. If she turns and leaves your ass to take a chip to feed their children, a lot of women are going to do that, man.
Yeah. A lot of women, you're going to throw your children in the garbage, man. Imagine that a child that's consistently crying out of hunger, consistently crying,
and alerting people to your position. Because you could be ducking and diving, living in some back room somewhere. There could be cannibals walking up and down the street. If your baby's crying all the time, they're going to find your ass. So like you said, they might just throw the baby in the rubbish and dip out.
Yeah, you know. On eating and stuff, there's records of that happening amongst our people. When you're going through hardship, then they actually cook their own children. That's cannibalism.
Because of the
that's what will happen. Cannibalism is coming back. There's not some suggestion, it's something that will happen. You're going to have people eating other people. Right? And in that time, women and children are going to be victimized. The weak are going to be preyed upon. Right?
So Ezekiel 5, verse 10. Therefore the fathers shall eat the sons in the midst of thee, and the sons shall eat their fathers, and I will execute judgments in thee, and the whole remnant of thee will I scatter into all the winds.
You're going to eat your own children, man. That happened now.
Or if you're old, your children might eat you.
It says, Deuteronomy 28, verse 52. And he shall besiege thee in all thy gates, until thy high and fenced walls come down, wherein thou trustest, throughout all thy land. And he shall besiege thee in all thy gates, throughout all thy land, which Yahweh thy God hath given thee. And thou shalt eat the fruit of thine own body, the flesh of thy sons and of thy daughters, which Yahweh thy God hath given thee, in the siege and in the straitness, wherewith thine enemies shall distress thee. See that? But you're gonna eat your own children. And that's martial law. Right? Warlike law, when your enemy has you confined into a certain area, man. Right? Curfew, all of that. Right? These times is coming. Okay? Let's go back to this.
Yep. Back in 2nd Ezra 15 again. And it says, Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction, For wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled.
That's the reason why these plagues are coming, because of the wickedness they're doing. Come on now.
So it says, therefore saith the Lord, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness which they profanely commit, neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold, the innocent and the righteous blood crieth unto me, and the souls of the just complain continually.
Yeah. So read that last part again.
Yeah. I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness which they profanely commit, neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold, the innocent and the righteous blood crieth unto me, and the souls of the just complain continually.
That's like Abel, man.
Yes.
Abel is crying because he got slain by his brother. His wicked brother Cain.
Unjustly as well.
Unjustly. That's why it says because of injuries and unrighteous dealings, shall the kingdom be translated from one people to another. Right? And who's causing the unrighteous dealings? Who's causing the injuries? The wicked. Who is the wicked? Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. Right? They said the souls of the just are complaining continually, man. Their righteous blood is crying before me. So you got spirits in the spirit world that are literally crying before the Most High, man. It's not just us here on earth. You got spirits in the heavens pleading to the Most High, saying, listen, when you gonna make it right, man?
Yeah.
You know? Because remember, there's certain things that's hidden even from the acknowledgement, even from the angels, man. The angels don't know when the time's gonna come of judgment. Even Yahweh Shai don't know. Only the Most High knows the day and the hour where he's gonna look to judge this earth, man. And that's why they're pleading, when you gonna do this thing, man? You know? Read that part again.
2 Ezra 15 and verse 8 once more. Therefore saith the Lord, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness which they profanely commit.
Meaning the Lord's going to speak. He's no more going to hold his tongue. When the Most High held his tongue, why? Because it was the Most High gave them their allotted time to rule.
Yeah.
So the Most High subject to even his own word, man.
That's right.
The Most High's not going to move nor stir the times until the said measure is fulfilled, man. So the Most High bit his tongue the whole time and let it all go down. And that's why a lot of people be like, oh, God don't exist. If God existed, he would have came down and did something. But they don't understand how the Most High operates, man.
It's the power that hides himself.
They don't understand that the Most High, he's subject to his own word, man. He's allocated this devil an allotted time. Let me get that's in Job. Hold on. Right. This is Job chapter 15 verse 20. The wicked man travaileth with pain all his days, and the number of years is hidden to the oppressor. Right? So this is the number of years is hidden to the oppressor. So he don't know when his time is gonna come. Right? He don't know. but the Lord knows them. Right? The Most High knows his time. Let me get it says, and the number of years is hidden to the oppressor. A dreadful sound is in his ears. In prosperity, the destroyer shall come upon him. What's the dreadful sound in his ears? This trumpet. His time is ended. He's blowing a trumpet of the prophets. Hear that dreadful sound in the ears of the elites, man. Right? Hear that dreadful sound. We're bringing dread and fear in their minds. Right? That their time is ended. That their time that's been hidden from them, right, is being hidden from them, is actually being declared, man. You at the end of your room, so you see the signs that our Lord spoke of, right? Your time is ended. So it said, in prosperity, the destroyer shall come upon him. Who's the destroyer? Who's the destroyer of the Gentiles? Yahweh Shai. In prosperity, the destroyer shall come upon him. That's Yahweh Shai, man.
Just when he's about to fill his belly.
Right. And then when Yahweh Shai does come, that's nuclear destruction. We have to be saved from that. When Yahweh Shai comes, that's salvation and destruction simultaneously. Right? So it says, he believeth not that he shall return out of darkness, and he is waited for of the sword. It says, this man don't believe that the sword is waiting for him. He said, no man, their evil thought is that their houses shall
Continue forever.
continue. So he don't believe that the end of him will be the same trap that he set. You know what I'm saying? He made the missile. The Most High put the spirit upon him to make the missile, to prepare his own too. You know what I mean? So it says, he believeth not that he shall return out of darkness, and he is waited for of the sword. And that sword is going to end the darkness and bring in the morning. The morning of our kingdom. He's going to come out of the darkness. Because Esau, he does things in secrecy too. That's what it says on the darkness, the gross darkness shall cover the earth. So he's figuring that he's come out of darkness and the sword is there waiting for him. Which is the missile.
Yeah.
To end his time and to bring about the beginning of what? Jacob, our time. But he don't believe that. Even though we're telling him that. Right? And that's what's crazy. That's why you don't see the multitude of our people here and listen to this word, because if Esau don't, if the white man don't believe it, then I don't believe it too.
Yeah.
Because he my massive. You know? Because this world is ungodly, man. People don't believe in the Most High and in his words. So we're representatives of the Most High and his word. So people, if they don't believe in the Most High, they're not gonna believe us. Right? Their minds have been darkened. They believe in this devil, man. They've been deceived. What's that word?
Just quick. Romans chapter 3 verse 3. For what if some did not believe?
Right.
Shall their unbelief make the faith of the Most High without effect?
Right.
Most High forbid. Yea, let the Most High be true, but every man a liar.
Right.
As it is written, that thou mightest be justified in thy sayings, and thou mightest overcome when thou art judged.
Second Chronicles 20, verse 20. And they rose early in the morning and went forth into the wilderness of Tekoa. And as they went forth, Jehoshaphat stood and said, "Hear me, O Judah, and ye inhabitants of Jerusalem. Believe in Yahweh, your God, so shall ye be established. Believe his prophets, so shall ye prosper." Right? Believe the prophets, man. Because we're the ones pronouncing the end of this man's system. Right? So what if some did not believe? That don't mean that what we're saying is without effect. It's going to instruct us and our people to believe what the prophets are saying, man. Right? But again, that all starts with faith. And faith, that's precious, man. The Most High not going to give faith to every Israelite. He only going to give it to an elect.
Yeah.
They're the ones that's going to believe the prophets. They're the ones that's going to tremble at the Heavenly Father's word. Right? And reform their ways. And wait for the coming of our Lord, man. Right? And it will make perfect sense to them.
Let me say something, right? What fucked me up, right? Where I live, there's a park behind where I live, right? And if you see all these drinks, fucking putting up all the flags for the Jubilee thing.
Oh goodness.
And it fucked me up when I said, these fucking people stooping to this fucking queen, right? And they're celebrating the Jubilee, because it's the
Jakes.
Yeah, Jakes.
Celebrating their own oppression.
Their own oppression. So I just look at them in amazement. I said, these people don't know what's coming. They don't know. They're out there with the babies. That's good. That's the spirit. You see? White City. Make it says, where is White City? White City. So that's the spirit?
Yeah. Hey, Ahab, there's a lot of Jakes that are getting busy for Queen Lizzie, innit?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, man.
Celebrating their own oppression. I
Celebration.
was thinking about that today. I was like, listen, man, none of you Jakes, man. The Israelites should be celebrating this bitch's throne. You should be praying for that she crumble up and die.
That's right. None of this
You know,
gospel-
she dry up and just die, man. You know what I'm saying?
Jake's out there singing God Save the Queen.
See if it's Queen.
God save the queen. God damn the queen.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't know what she's doing because every time I see her on television, I don't see one wrinkle on her face.
Yeah, no, she been like that for
You know
the
what I
past since I've been
Don't
alive,
fucking
man.
get old, you know what I mean?
That's the,
Yeah.
what you call it?
You know,
I know,
Jennifer,
they're doing that, man. You know what that
Well,
thing's doing, right?
I've aged
Yeah.
quicker than her, man.
No wrinkles. And she got all teeth in her mouth, every single teeth. But the canine teeth, long though, I tell you that. The canine teeth, you know the canine teeth? Right? The pointy ones is long.
But I heard that she ain't making public appearances no more. I thought she's sick, innit?
That man, shit.
I was watching Elder Ramar's video and he was saying that.
Is it?
Yeah. Because I didn't even know this Jubilee she's going on. I've been out of it.
I never knew at all. I didn't know. Because I went to the shop the other day and somebody told me that there's going to be a bank holiday. I said, for what for? And they said for the Jubilee. And I said, oh, amazing. You know?
The time's gonna come where we're gonna put in the shackles, man. After putting the queen in shackles. We're gonna say, man, that's a sight to behold, where
You know what? It's their children that I want. Putting chains on Prince Little, what they call him, Prince George or whatever, the little one.
Oh yeah.
It's them I want because they're the ones who are thinking, yeah, we're gonna inherit this kingdom. Then they're gonna get a rude awakening when they realise, oh shit, now we're in slavery, man. Yeah.
I was gonna read this. The last part says, hear me, O Judah, and the inhabitants of Jerusalem. Believe in Yahweh your God, so shall ye be established. Believe his prophets, so shall ye prosper. Right? Believe in the prophets, man. That's the main important thing, to believe in the men in your highways, your hedges. We're like ghosts, spirits haunting your society, pronouncing your downfall. When it's there in the streets, it's haunting your streets, man. Standing there, the Bible open. No one listens to us. Because they're not meant to listen. It's not for them. They're not worthy. But if he was deep, he had some sort of spirituality. If he was dead of the spirit, you'd be standing on our doorsteps. We're on our doorsteps every day, man. If you have some sense of righteousness and uprightness and justice about you, you'd be at our doorsteps every day, man. Trying to work this shit out. Right? Someone give me 1 Corinthians 14, verse 22. Can I him get 1 Corinthians 14 and 22?
Me, yeah?
Yeah.
I can't.
You give me Romans chapter 10, verse 10. Right? The most beautiful thing right now is to dedicate yourself to prophecy.
That's right.
Everything else will fall into place. Right? Don't worry. Go ahead.
Yep. 1 Corinthians 14 and verse 22 says, wherefore tongues are for a sign, not to them that believe, but to them that believe not.
Right?
But prophesying serveth not for them that believe not, but for them which believe.
Read that again.
1 Corinthians 14:22 once more. Wherefore tongues are for a sign.
Wherefore tongues are for a sign. Come on.
Not to them that believe.
Not to them that believe.
But to them that believe not.
Yeah, because if you're speaking a tongue, you're speaking in a language. Like what I'm saying is believable to you. I'm speaking it in a language that you can understand. Right? I'm not prophesying to you or anything like that. You believe what I'm saying because I'm interpreting in your language. You can understand what I'm saying. You know?
But prophesying serveth not for them that believe not.
But prophesying now, it's not for them that don't believe. Come on.
But for them which believe.
But prophesying serves is there for them that do believe. So when we prophesy, this ain't for everybody, man. It's for them that do believe, that have that faith. Come on now.
Romans chapter 10, verse 10. For with the heart man believeth unto righteousness,
Right?
and with the mouth confession is made unto salutation.
Salvation.
Romans 10, verse 10. For with the heart man believeth unto righteousness.
With the mind, the word heart means the mind or the inner being of man. With the inner being. This is different.
Yeah, it's not usually like this here, is it?
Yeah.
Usually quiet here. Yeah.
Constant. These niggas are up to no good. I know it's niggas, you know.
Yeah.
I know it's them grabby ass niggas.
Probably because they're out for the children doing some madness.
Yeah. But it says with the man's inner being, his mind, you believe. So this is an internal thing. This has to come from your soul. This belief, this faith, this has to be a part of you, man. I can't give this to you. It says with your mind you believe. Something that's inside of you. You believe, man. I can't put this in you. As this has to already be inside of you. For you to believe in the words that I'm telling you. You understand? I can't make you believe. I can't bring this horse's head and drink the water, boy.
Yeah.
You know? It has to be already inside of you. to believe. So it's not me. That's why it's all praises to him. But it's him that's gathering us. I'm just a tool. Because you would have never been able to believe unless you heard the word first. So the Most High is using me to bring out the word, and from what's inside of you, you believe in what I'm telling you. So all my whole job is just to bring out the word. I can't make you believe. I could beat this word, I could beat you upside the head. You still don't believe because it's not in you. It's not in your mind. What's that called?
As you talk about it has to be within you, yeah?
Yeah.
Luke 17 verse 20 to 21. And when he was demanded of the Pharisees when the kingdom of our power should come, he answered them and said, the kingdom of Yahweh cometh not with observation.
Right.
Neither shall they say, lo here or lo there. For behold, the kingdom of Yahweh is within you.
It is within you. Right? And the Most High allowed this word to enter in you. Fine, let me get that. But let me read this first and I'll get the other one. Sirach chapter 1, verse 14. Straight to the point. To fear the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, and it was created with the faithful in the womb.
That's right.
Hear that? The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, and it was created with the faithful in the womb.
Right.
Before you was even born. You was predestined. So you was just walking around, just waiting for the day that you heard the word, man. You were just walking around, you was born, living your life, you know, and at the age of, I don't know, 18, 20, whatever year the Most High allocated to you, then you might have heard, you might have stumbled across a video, walked past the camp, started listening, and then you were sealed. Then the word entered into you. But the Lord was knocking. And the Lord opened up your mind to receive it. Because you was of the elect. But now if you was a 2/3 now, that would have been Matthew chapter 13 right there.
Yeah.
That would have been Matthew 13. That would have been Matthew 13 all the way. Right? Let me get the scripture. Hold on, where's the yeah. Hold on, let me get Acts chapter 16, chapter 14, right? Acts 16, verse 14. And a certain woman named Lydia, a seller of purple of the city of Thyatira, right?
Don't get angry with me.
What's the beaver? What? Mindful.
Thyatira was in Turkey. Thyatira is a city in Turkey. A seller of purple of the city of Thyatira, which worshipped the Most High, heard us, right? Whose heart the Lord opened, that she attended unto the things which were spoken of Paul. So the Most High opened up her mind to receive it. If she was a 2/3, the Most High would have, because you can't open the Most High close. But you can't close it, the Most High's open. That's Revelations, man. Chapter 3, Do you understand? It said, and a certain woman named Lydia, a seller of purple in the city of Thyatira, which worshipped the Most High, she heard us. What did it say in Romans chapter 10? It said, without hearing,
For the heart of man.
Without hearing, give me Romans chapter 10, verse, start from verse 14.
This is Romans chapter 10, verse 14. How then shall they call on him in whom they have not believed?
How can they call on him who they haven't believed? Again, the word, that's believe, faith. Come on now.
And how shall they believe in him of whom they have not heard?
How can they believe on him who they haven't heard, man? Come on now.
How shall they hear without a preacher?
And how can they hear without a preacher? So someone preached unto Lydia this gospel. Because when she heard us, right, the servants of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, then what the Most High opened up her mind for these words to enter in. And that's how she was sealed, man. Because she was of the elect. But now, if she was on 2/3, the Most High would have closed up her mind, man. Right? Because it wouldn't be meant for her. At least she be converted and be healed. Right? You finished with that?
Yeah.
Right? You got something going?
Just a quick one. I think it's in the same chapter, Romans 10 and 17. So then faith cometh by hearing, and hearing by the word of the Most High. Read it again, yeah? Yeah. Romans 10 verse 17. So then faith cometh by hearing, and hearing by the word of the Most High.
So faith comes by hearing. It's a beautiful thing to hear, you know.
It is. Song of the Saints.
To shut your damn mouth and open up your ears. But the scripture says that their ears are uncircumcised, man. You're not going to enter into their damn ears. It says, he that have ears to hear, let him hear. Let me get to that.
No, just listen to the audio. A lot of people don't realise, but listening is actually a skill. And a lot of children don't learn how to listen. It's like one of those things your parents don't really teach how to cook. They don't really teach how to listen. Right? It's one of those things that they assume a child will just inherently know. But the fact of the matter is that a lot of people go through their life and they don't know how to listen to the most basic instructions. Like, you know, a guy might come to the camp and you're trying to deal with him, you know, basically, you know, precept and precept, but because they don't listen and they don't really comprehend what they're hearing, like the elder said, their ears are uncircumcised, they can't listen. And that's just the way it is with a lot of people, man. A lot of people don't know how to listen.
Yeah, that's true. That's what they say talk about listening skills.
Yeah.
So listening is actually a skill. But can you imagine that? Something so basic is actually a skill. That's a damn shame. Like some people don't have a basic. Right? This is the word skill, dictionary for the word skill. The ability to do something well, or expertise. You know? A prowess, mastery, competence, capability, efficiency, aptitude, finesse, or art. The art of hearing. So hearing is an actual art. Just to shut your mouth is an art. People got so many demons on them. It's like, it's an actual art to shut your mouth. It's a professionalism. There's a professionalism in shutting your mouth. A talent. Right? A readiness to be quiet, man, and to hear. You have to be ready. You have to ready yourself, meaning just pipe down, just constrain yourself.
Yeah. Put the gear stick in neutral.
Yeah.
Sit there.
Yeah.
I've got a precept if I may on this point.
Right.
This is Sirach 10 and 14. A fool also is full of words.
Uh-oh.
And a man cannot tell what shall be and what shall be after him. Who can tell him?
It's so messed up, man. You don't know what's going to happen to that guy. You know? A fool is full of words. Anyone shut him out. You know what I'm saying? Try to talk to a guy, he's constantly cutting you out or interjecting. Just shut up, man.
Just taking the wisdom, the knowledge, and understanding. You know what I mean?
Before you guys came, I was talking about this one guy, he's Eritrean. Yesterday, I was talking with him. And I knew he didn't have the truth. But it's good to just to listen to somebody. Just to hear what their doctrine is or what they believe in. Esau understands that. Imagine that. Esau has mastered the art of hearing. He knows how to just listen.
Yeah.
And just extract information from you.
Good point.
So he can enhance his knowledge of you. That's an ability. That's warfare. Just to shut your mouth and let the enemy speak. And show himself up. And reveal himself. So you can use that against him. Esau understands that. Jake don't understand that.
I think there's a scripture that says something about a wise man. I can't remember, paraphrasing. He really speaks.
Yeah.
He's counted wise when he really speaks.
Yeah.
Something like that, to that effect.
It's in Proverbs or Sirach.
Yeah.
See, that's a warfare tactic, man.
Yeah, man.
Don't they call that
Just to sit tight, yeah, and let your enemy chat.
Yeah.
Because when you talk, you think you're the big man. It's like, what? I'm just letting off steam.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh really? Yeah, okay. Yeah. Oh really? So what do you mean by that? That's how Esau does his little thing.
I think in the military they call it intelligence. You know, like someone who monitors radio calls and stuff.
Yeah.
I think that's called intelligence.
Yeah.
That specialism.
Yeah. See, but see, you can learn something from the enemy. So we understand that's how Esau, the serpent, moves. Remember, he's subtle.
That's how he tricked Eve.
Wiser than any beast of the field. So he knows how to play innocent and play dumb, play stupid. You play stupid. Because, you think that, well, if he's not speaking, that means he's not stupid. You don't know. Yeah, play dumb. That's how you can, if you play dumb, then you will